RDPC team, welcome to Thursday's trade review. Today we're going to go over 3 trades, 3 winners, and all similar strategies and setups that netted me over, $7,000 in the last 24 hours. So got them all on video. 2 were from today, 1 was from yesterday. We're going to go over yesterday's first. And I have it pulled up right here, and as well as some team members' trades if they do want me to review them. So first one I have is SWVL yesterday. I'm going to move that up a little bit. SWVL, which was a trade I was late to, but I got it on video nonetheless, and I actually took a small loss in this one. So adding right here on SMFL. Again, guys, I'm keeping only 2,000 shares. I'm keeping it light on this one. So I said keeping it light on this one, only 2,000 shares. And then what ended up happening was
break 375.
It breaks 375.
I
think 390 was the high of day. And what I was looking for was, okay, this was technically its first 5-minute pullback to make a new high. I'm on the 1-minute time frame right here. The play was trading, like I said, the first 5-minute pullback. The entry point was late. It was the break of 375. My entry points, I like to have have it be the first psychological resistance line before the breakout spot. So hypothetically, if the breakout level or the high day was 392, my first buy generally is going to be 375. It's going to be right below the breakout level, the first psychological break. Then we're only a quarter away from breaking $4, and so on and so forth. So what I was looking for was a 375 break, then a break of the pre-market high of 392. Now the reason I do this is you're going to see in one of these videos, is I like to buy with anticipation of the break instead of having my order right at the breakout level. Why? Well, if it fakes out or double tops, I still can either have a green trade, I can lock it in at break even, or worst case, it's a very small loss, okay? If I size in right at the breakout spot right at high a day and it pulls on back, I either have a little red trade if I was, quick at locking in or cutting my losses, or I end up having a very decently big red trade. So that's why I like to buy with anticipation of the break. And in the last video I'm going to show you is going to be a really, really clean example of it.
75. Last chance of giving it.
So I'm actually going to do this. You guys can hear it.
Will it break? So nope, cutting it at break even. I gave it 3 opportunities to break, and it didn't.
So the first
New orders
the first
go over
attempt
375.
was actually a break-even trade.
So if it breaks it, I'll add, but not right now.
So in this example, I bought at 373 for the break of 375, and then I said new orders go over 375. What I was saying is, I don't want to buy with anticipation of the break. It's already double topped at 375. Right here. What I'm looking for is it to break over 375. So I have my if I say orders go over 375, it just means 376.
I'm not going to add with anticipation of it. So tapping 375 here will break.
In my opinion, the trades I take on TraderView are from worst to best, setup-wise.
Tapping. And that's why you put your order over the breakout level.
So I tested 375 right there. And this is where I still have my order placed and I have it canceled. And it's pulling on back. And then by the time I come back and check, it already takes 375. So filled me right there. Now looking for
So I might add a little bit more before the break.
If you see big buy orders and you already have a decent average and you're already up 20 cents a share before the break, if you want to size up into the break, you can, because what that first order is going to do, if I buy 2,000 at 375 and then I buy 4,000 at 393, my average is going to be like 386 range. It still gives me almost a 10-cent a share difference after it breaks for a fake out to cut it at break even. So I kind of have more confidence sizing up into the break if my starter position I'm already a decent amount in the green, because I don't mind risking the. I think for 2,000 shares, I was up 20 cents a share. I was up $400 at this point. I don't mind risking the $400 to potentially make a lot more if this does break out. Therefore, I'm going to size up into the break. If it fails, I lock it in at break even or a few $100 loss. If it succeeds, I make several thousand. So that's just kind of my thought process. I'm going to speed up here for the sake of time. So taps pre-market high. Retests are even stronger.
389, 390. There it is. There's the break. Hands my sub button still. Gets a fake out. Breaking $4. Nice move. Selling half profit here at 410. Putting my orders on the bid to sell.
So I sold half at 410. Looking at it now, was that the right play? It's hard to say right now because I obviously know it's going to go higher. I think at the time, maybe a quarter profit at 410. I really think the 25-cent interval, once you get into stocks that are over $4, is likely. A $3 stock going to 325, I want to take some profit at 310 because you're expecting it to make an extra 10% move. A $4 stock, it's making 5 to 7% move, way more manageable. I'm going to go ahead and say that was the right play.
Ask to sell.
My average is 375.
So 410 high a day, looking for 425. There's 425.
That's usually where I say take half, and I don't think I did here.
Putting orders up to sell, taking more profit.
What's up with my mustache in this video? Weird. And then continues higher.
Well, break 425, 435, last price target. 435, 450 range.
And then breaks 425 right here.
There it is, 435.
And field me. So the reason why 435 has been my price target for stocks that break 25 cents that are $5 and below, is I find there's often a pullback between the 425 break and the 450 break. Usually $0.50. There's a lot more turmoil. So I like to take 435 profits because it's for some reason I've identified a pattern with the with the 35 cent interval. So if I'm taking some profit at 425 and it breaks $4 hypothetically, generally due to Elliott wave theories or whatever it may be, 435 it tends to either top out or have some sort of a pullback. So I like to start to average it out around that level. Lately, I haven't been holding much share size into 450 or in the $0.50. I would rather wait for a retest. And then what ended up happening is it ended up tapping 435 and it pulled on back. And that's what I mean. I've seen that a lot lately. Now, it did have a nice 5-minute pullback and continue higher. Yeah, for sure. But that's the whole reason why I take profit at 435. Okay. Moving on to the next one. I have some good ones. That was yesterday. The ones from today were so money. I'm going to go over. No, this is the last one I want to do. Okay, so this one, another solid trade. I'm on the 1 minute time frame, so you have to imagine this in the 5 minute. Strong move to the upside, didn't have a single 5 minute pullback. Finally pulls on back down to 169, And then, so volume is dead at this point. Literally dead. But it breaks VWAP at 175. It's actually testing VWAP right here. I don't know what's going on with VWAP with my Lightspeed account. But I was using my Trade Ideas charts. That's why I was looking to the left of my screen. It breaks VWAP, and then I add on the retest. VWAP on so the 1 minute candle prior, it breaks through, pulls on back, and on this next 1 minute candle, it breaks. And then I'm watching the volume candle steadily increase. That's a good sign. So right here, I think I sized up.
Break 185.
Or did I? I think I already sized up. Yeah, I did. See, so I already sized up 12,000 shares for the break. So about $25,000, $20,000 position. Looking to make over 10% gain on this one because my last price target was 210. So continues to break. Wow, it happened in a matter of a few minutes. It feels like it took so long.
Testing so high day.
It tested high day at this point. And I go, okay, this is going to break out. This definitely, I didn't take any profits. This is where I was tested as a trader because it tapped 207 and I held this because it was a picture perfect setup. And I knew with the volume coming in, there was extremely high odds for another move to the upside.
There it goes. There's $2. Break $2. Here we go.
So now broke $2. I thought usually breaks 2 down to 198, right back
on 2. Offloading some shares.
This took a while. So you can see it pulls on back. I'm still holding my entire position. So from being up 1,600 to being up only 800, I still hold. Continue holding. If this 1 minute candle turns green, there's high odds of it ripping, continuing way higher. And I'm telling the boys, listen, I'm still holding my entire position through this move. I am not selling here. And then here we go.
There's the retest of $2.
It comes back down. Test VWAP.
Still holding full position. We'll break 2. There's 2. 210 price targets.
The reason why 210 is a price target is because, and I know it's tricky, guys, but you'll get used to it after a while. 10-cent intervals aren't that important for a $10 stock, but for a $2 stock, 10-cent intervals are decently big. Okay, so like 210 is where I like to start taking some profits. Reason being, if I hold for break of 225, I'm saying, okay, stock, I'm expecting you to make over a 10% move before I start taking even half profit. I think that sometimes can be a little risky. I think it'd be too aggressive.
Here we go.
So basically, it fills half my order 210 right here.
There's 210. Okay, so in just a second, I'm going to be taking half profit here.
Still see I have 12,000 shares. They didn't offload any yet at this point.
So it took some shares of profit right there.
Yep.
215, I'll take a little bit more.
So I was looking for 215. I think I'll just, if you look at my eyes, I'm literally just looking right at the level 2, but I'm kind of frustrated because Lightspeed level 2 can be hard to read sometimes. Now pulls on back down to below 2. I wait for 1 minute, or for it to break below 2. Usually you see 198, dip buyers buy that dip underneath the psychological support level, and then it bounces. I used to just stop out. Okay, if it breaks below 2, I'm out. But no. I give it 195 range. It's worth the extra 5 cents a share in case of a bounce to the upside. And then, because I kept realizing, I'm stopping out and then it bounces. Why is that happening? Well, sometimes you have to let a stock break below a psychological support line in order to make another move to the upside because a bunch of fresh new buyers come in and it pushes it back up. So I said, I'm still holding 8,000 shares right now. Now, I'll tell you one thing.
Tell your order. 210.
If it does that, say $2.10, $2, 198, 205, and then back down to 2, that's where I stop out at 2. I only give it one chance to bounce. the what's his name? Rex Kwon Do from Napoleon Dynamite. One chance, people. One chance. I love that movie. So it takes high day here at in 2:15. This is why I said I feel like I could have had a little bit better of execution this one, because I didn't have any orders to sell on my ask, only on my bid. So I was trying to put sell ask plus 3 cents a share at 210, filling me at 213. And it didn't happen. And then when it faked out over high day, I sold right there at 205. You can see right here. So we're going to take some more profit there. I'm going to take the rest profit. So that was about a $3,000 winner. Now, the last trade is, in my opinion, the best one. Okay. I kind of want to let this one roll. It's only 5 minutes. So I'm adding right there. I'm looking down at my stream deck. One of our mastermind members, Braden. I see that question. I'll answer in a minute. Braden was talking to me about frustrations he's having with buying right at the pre-market high, and then as it comes back down, he loses. And this was a perfect example, literally picture perfect. I said, Braden, I'm buying for the break of VWAP with anticipation of the break of the pre-market high, because A, in this market there's a lot of fake outs. So B, if you use that analogy of how much gas you have left in your car and it pulls on back, the odds, the amount it can move after the pre-market high is limited. It is. It's because you're running out of gas because of how much of a retracement it had prior. So you're using all what's left in your tank just to get up to the pre-market high, and then you expect it to go way higher. Tough chance. I like to buy with anticipation of the break, so when it does that, I'm selling into that break, and I can have a profitable trade. If you don't know what I'm talking about, if you go into the course I have, it's called Breakout or Retest. I have a video on it. Okay. I'm gonna let this one roll. Get my gym bag. Right? It's mainly an entry point. Obviously, the VWAP break, I'm not buying it until it breaks VWAP. So, like throughout the day, like midday at like noon, if it breaks VWAP, generally, or I would maybe trade it, but just a simple VWAP break isn't always the highest win percentage. It's not gonna get his audio. I don't think. I don't think it recorded his audio. Play, so to speak. Oh, dang it. So I didn't get his audio in this example. But you can see I added right there. Added again. Simply here. Just buying right at the break. I can get waxed often. So here we go. I did add. So 225. So pre-market high was 234. Okay. 225 is what I was looking for to break to give me complete confirmation that this is going to go up to 234. Now, it came up and kept testing 235, and I said, okay, boys, if this tests 235 again and fails to break, I'm going to stop out for a $800 gain, whatever it was. So, here it goes. I'll just play from here. Here we go, 234. Tap 234. So, tap 234. Would have been filled already, down a few pennies a share. So, broke. I'm selling into this move. You can see I'm selling most of my position, looking for 240 to sell the rest. I give it a chance in case it does break, because there's still a chance. 230, 233, 234. If you bought right at the break, you'd be crapping your pants right now. So, take the rest profit. I think off of this new 1 minute candle. Still holding some of my. Oh. So I'm going to take the rest profit there. That's exactly what I mean. I mean, that is literally exactly what I was talking about. And This is a problem when you trade the share size I do. You can see where the candle was at. Okay, so it was right there when I punched it. And I only had 3,000 shares, so I punched it, and it filled me at 223, and that was at 230. So trading with a lot of shares can definitely hurt you sometimes as a trader. That's why I want to start adding liquidity instead of taking liquidity. So you're either a maker or a taker in trading. I'm a taker. I take liquidity a lot. I'm buying on the ask. I'm selling on the bid. I'm like, I want to get out of this. What I'd like to start doing is having I like to buy more on the bid and sell more on the ask. I probably will hide my orders, to be honest with you. I'll be a hidden buyer and seller. But what's going to happen is I'm going to be providing liquidity on the order book, and that's going to give me rebates. I'm not going to pay as much commissions. It's actually going to rebate me. And two, I'm going to get generally better fills. Now, that's only if you're super confident. Obviously, if it starts to pull on back, you're going to want to cancel that order and flatten your position. But you're going to start seeing me do that a little bit more because I leave a lot of profit on the table, I've noticed. What do I use to trade? I use Lightspeed. This is a partnership I have with them. You need at least $10,000 in your account to open an account with them, except for me. I'm the only guy in the U.S. that you can open an account with Lightspeed with less than 10K, and it's 5K. So if you just go up to Best USA Broker, you'll see Lightspeed. Again, you can short on it, you can long on it. That's the broker I like to use for day trading currently. It is probably my favorite. I finished the application for Light. For Light? What do you mean by that? When do you look for 10 versus 25-cent intervals? Good question. So if you go down to, if you're still here, oh, I am, wow, I am not smart. That was quite dumb of me. So if you go to resources and you go up to premium resources and you go to psychological resistance lines, you can see I have them posted. Now, anything below, I have to add $1 to $5. I skipped out on that one, so maybe I should do that today, because $1 to $5 is actually like the most important. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. We have to add that discount code. So if you just use code, if you just go to the Best USA Broker up here, it's gonna direct you to if you want to deposit more than 25K or less, whatever one you choose. It's going to already input your discount code, and then from there it'll give you discounted commissions. So, but alright, team, that's gonna do it for today's trade review. Doesn't look like anyone submitted their trades. Unfortunately, again, start submitting your trades guides. I can really break down some of your trades and help you guys. That's only if you want it. And even if you don't want to be on center stage and have me look at your trade, I can have it be anonymous. I can say, you can just DM it to me and say, hey, just don't say my name. Or I can just review it privately. That's what I'm here for. Utilize these sessions. So tomorrow we're going to be going over Trader Rehab, what it means, the rules behind it, and why I'm currently in it. But that's going to do it for today. All solid trades. I wish I got Braden's voice on video because we were just laughing at the fact that if he bought there, he would have lost a lot of money on that trade.
Real quick, Jason, for the trade reviews, they don't have to be videos either. Don't think it has to be a full recorded video. It could be just pictures.
Correct, sir. It doesn't have to be videos. It can be pictures, but I need to see at least a chart, and I need to see your entry and your exit. Just one thing I don't want, if possible, unless it's same day, is to just send me your message history of the time you were filled at. It's better if you have on your charts, whatever broker you're using, you have the notification or the setting to where it'll show you your orders after executed, and then just screenshot that to me, and I can send it to you. Obviously, videos are the best, so I can watch level 2 and give you as much input as possible. But pictures I still can help with. But alrighty, guys, I did record this. If you want to rewatch it, thank you, Noah, for adding that. Yep, it doesn't have to be videos. I'll catch you first thing tomorrow morning. Up $2,500 on the day. Not a bad day's pay. Have a good day, team.
See you guys. Have a good one.